Bigfoot Club Season 2, Episode 2. I am your host, Robert Jesse Dominguez, and with me today,
Chris Colleps
and
I'm Ash.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I am wonderful.
We are live on Facebook and we're recording. Hey Tim.
Jeremy said Sting couldn't sniff Stone Cold's jockstrap.
I mean, physically, I'm sure he probably could.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we're actually doing Facebook Live and we're actually recording right now as we go. So we're kind of winging it a little bit. So
and just a heads up, there is a delay. So we're trying to work that out, but we'll just keep rolling with it and roll on 18-wheeler, roll on.
We're gonna change it up just a little bit today. We're gonna talk about Hallsville later on, and that's from our last investigation and after we interviewed with Luke. But I wanted to go wrestling first because tonight is Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
So I know Ash is really excited about that.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go wrestling first. So here we go.
Best friends.
So the Royal Rumbles tonight.
The Royal Rumble.
I'm actually pretty excited about it because Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of all time. Next to WrestleMania. Just me.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So,
But the Royal Rumble couldn't sniff the WrestleMania's jockstrap.
no, it couldn't. But I the reason why I like it is just because that's a perfect opportunity for wrestlers to step back into WWE.
Yeah.
Or to make a comeback, or
Yeah.
they've been injured and they come back. It's a good platform. It's almost like in the comic book world, like whenever they redo an issue or they start all over, sort of clean slate. So it's kind of that way in a way. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it.
Jeremy said they can't hear the music if that's what I'm dancing to.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about going Facebook Live is that they have to tune into the show. So you got to tune into the show. to hear the music.
He's tuning in.
Well, I mean, whenever we download the podcast.
To stream this later on all the platforms one at a time.
So that's why he can't hear it.
No.
I wish he could hear it.
No,
Are they going to be able to hear the sounds?
No. Because the soundboard's not going to the phone.
No, it's not connected to that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I was hoping for that too.
I told you I'm not Facebook savvy. Or I'm not technology savvy.
There's no line here today.
So they won't be able to hear it.
No, they just have to go into the show and listen to
it on the show.
They can just see us talking and then ask us questions.
They can hear us talking, but they won't be able to hear the. Oh man, that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, so rolling on, Royal Rumble. I like the Royal Rumble because there's like you said, a lot of times old wrestlers come back.
Yeah.
Hall of Famers come back, or shelved wrestlers come back and they make their appearances and that's cool. Or new guys get to show their stuff and get to
NXT guys come up.
Yeah, NXT.
There's rumors tonight that Ronda Rousey's going to be there.
There's rumors that a lot of people are going to be there.
There's rumors Ronda Rousey, Beth Phoenix, Mercedes Martinez, Molly Holly, which is one of my favorites. She's actually still a good-looking woman. And Shayna Blazer.
Yeah, she used to be the MMA fighter.
Yeah, so they're because they do a men's Royal Rumble and they do a women's.
Yeah,
so
the Queen of Spades.
Yeah,
but there's also talk of Sting
Yeah, there's rumors of Sting coming back.
Sting coming back.
Because they were saying something about him doing Saudi Arabia. The next Saudi.
Well, you know how the last one went, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. So for them.
I wouldn't do it again.
Hey, Steven, that's my Godfather hat. Thanks.
Yeah.
Steven said, who has the Godfather hat?
Steven, my nephew.
Oh, yeah. My nephew, Austin, says Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I hope so.
If I had to pick someone, I would probably go, and this is just me because I watch every Monday Night Raw and I watch SmackDown. I'm going to say it's going to be Drew McIntyre.
You think Drew McIntyre is going to win?
Yeah.
Man, God, I hope not.
Because they're pushing the crap out of him.
I do not like him. I didn't like him before, and he flopped.
Right.
And I have not liked him since he came back.
I think he's changed his game.
I think he's better now.
Yeah.
But I still don't like him.
He's gotten in better shape, and he's really good on the mic. And so the last couple of weeks he beat AJ, he beat Randy Orton. So if that's not telling you that
that's definitely.
Yeah, if that's not telling you they're going to push him, they're going to push him.
Well, yeah, they're definitely pushing him, but
he's either going to win it or he's going to be probably the last guy.
What do you know? What number he's coming in?
No, they don't.
They don't ever announce it.
The only thing they said is Brock Lesnar's number 1.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they're doing that, because I guess he doesn't want to.
He probably wants to go do something else.
Probably. So
that's what happens.
So rumor is that Edge is supposed to come back too on the Royal Rumble, and if he does, I'm gonna blow a gasket.
Yeah, because that's your favorite.
That's my favorite guy of all time. So,
but you remember? I think it was WrestleMania. Was it last year or year before that Brock Lesnar was supposed to be the headliner and he comes out first?
Yeah,
because he has some party to get to in Vegas or something. So
yeah, he was doing something crappy.
Or that's so irritating. But you know how I am about WWE. So
yeah, I mean, Edge is to me is like. Sorry.
For those watching.
Yeah. It was like
It went.
like angels were floating down or something. And then
the
that he's always late with. So.
I will honestly say I didn't watch NXT this week at all. So
Did they beat?
It does. I didn't see the. I don't think they were.
AEW.
I didn't see the posts on it. They usually post it. So Edge is supposed to come back in the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty excited about that. And you know what? They're not even talking about the card, because I think the card is going to be your boy Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. I think against AOP and Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy.
Well, don't say my boy. Don't say my boy.
It's your friend, man.
No.
I thought you and him were down.
No, we're not down.
Oh, I mean something else when I say it.
So
it says, I don't know. I just had it and it's gone now.
They say that
anyway.
Matt Hardy's not making an appearance.
Yeah, I did see that Matt Hardy is not going to be there.
He keeps changing his Twitter handle all the time. He'll go Matt Hardy brand, and he'll do Matt Hardy the deleted, Matt Hardy released the deleted, and now it says Matt Hardy at limbo. So
well, my thing is what irritates me is how they job him out, and all he's done for the company and all he's done for wrestling as a whole, him and his brother, and for just to job him out as much as they do, I would leave.
Rumor has it on also that on AEW the Third Order. I know how much you love the Third Order.
Yeah.
They are talking about they keep doing promos about this leader that hasn't come out yet.
Well.
And so the rumor is that it's going to be Matt Hardy.
It's going to be Matt Hardy.
So, and that would be good because the Third Order is, to me, it's crap.
Yeah, it is.
So.
It's garbage. But if you put him into it, guess what? Boom, automatic.
Yeah,
they're at the top just because of him. Jeremy said they went to SmackDown on Friday, and the most entertaining guys that night were the Bootios.
I believe it.
You know, when the New Day first came out, I could not stand them.
Yeah.
I could not stand them. And then they revamped their whole image and started going with this bootios and flinging pancakes in the crowd. And I absolutely love them now. I absolutely love them.
You know, I will say the same thing. I had this thing about, and I still call him Biggie Langston.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what he says. If he says Biggie, I'm gonna call him Biggie Langston.
Biggie Langston.
He comes out with this preacher talk. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, let me tell you. It's just
Well, he's
like-
the one that does their entrance.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I guess it kind of grew on me now.
I love them. I think they're great.
Do you think? What are the odds or what are the chances CM Punk's going to be?
I'm gonna say he's not gonna make it. I say he comes out WrestleMania. That's what I say.
I mean, if you were to come out tonight, would be the night to do it.
I want him to come out with Jason David Frank, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he's. I think he's coming out WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I really do.
So the rumor is that Edge is going to do it. He just wants to do one last WrestleMania. So if he were to come out tonight, would be the night to do it. You know, and then do setups. Maybe do one match before WrestleMania and then do it.
I don't think so. I mean, I get what you're saying,
Right.
but I don't think so. I think if he's coming back, he's going to come back on the stage that he only wanted to main event one time.
Yeah.
That's all he ever wanted.
The good thing about Edge is his last time in WrestleMania, because anytime he's had a title, he's lost at WrestleMania. And his last one, and he fought Alberto Del Rio, he actually beat him. So his last match, and then he got hurt the following
But
Monday.
you're talking about Edge.
Yeah, Edge.
Okay.
So
okay. I was like, that's not lining up with.
Yeah.
Okay, I was confused there. Sorry.
So, John Cena. What do you think John Cena's going to... He's hinted, but I don't think no one's had any rumors.
Here's the thing. John Cena does what John Cena wants to do.
Yeah.
I heard he'd go in that corner.
Yeah, that's right. John Cena would go in the corner. Good for John Cena.
I totally forgot about
Yeah,
that.
so did I. I completely forgot. Who was that? Earl said that, I think?
Yeah.
Was it Earl the Pearl that said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for John Cena. Let him go in the corner. Big dog.
So we're
Oh, wait, that's Roman Reigns. Sorry.
we're talking about Sting coming back, and
Yeah.
that's the rumor.
Edge.
Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream.
You know him?
No.
He's on NXT. He's kind of flamboyant a little bit. And rumor has it he's going to pop out and make his Raw or SmackDown debut by coming out here. So
Yeah,
that's the rumor.
I don't know Velveteen Dream.
Lars Sullivan. You remember Lars?
Yeah, I remember Lars.
He was the guy that someone found a gay porno on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I think there was.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. But he's been injured. But I would be surprised if he showed up. I would be really surprised because I don't know if. I mean, I haven't heard anything about WWE dropping him. You know, and they should.
I was gonna say they haven't dropped him, but
Maybe they're just waiting for it to.
Yeah.
just waiting for it to kind of die down.
I mean, now that's not real. I mean,
But yeah,
you know,
it's not so taboo anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. But
So, I mean, I don't.
I mean, if he's got tough skin, then yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
that's
that.
what I was gonna say. If he can handle it, if he can deal with it, then I mean.
We have any comments lately?
No, the last one was about the SmackDown and the Bootio guys.
Shane McMahon. They say he might come back.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, he's been out. So
He is one for sure that I think would have a possibility of coming back.
Yeah.
And he likes to come back in style. So
women on the women's side, like I was talking about Ronda Rousey, possible she can come back. Shayna Baszler just lost her NXT title, so that's usually a sign. On NXT.
Yeah, they're stepping up.
They're stepping up.
Yeah.
Nia Jax, she's been hurt,
Okay.
so she might return. And this is another person that I know you would be fancy for. The rumor is AJ Lee.
Oh man, come on. Oh my goodness. I'll take her over CM Punk any day. Man.
She is a good looking woman.
Man, come on.
So
hey, talented, right?
Oh, she's crazy talented.
she is talented.
Crazy
Smart.
talented.
Right.
She is
When she
talented.
was wrestling, she was by far and away my favorite female wrestler by far and away.
Paige was mine.
Well, we all know that, but
So
but AJ Lee, yeah. If she came back, come on.
come on now. So
I would take CM Punk though, because CM Punk is as much as he did, and for them to treat him that way, I'm surprised he's even hitting that coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's not doing a lot of shows right now, but he is doing some. So I mean, you asked me the question if AEW beat NXT last week. It says here NXT was 23,000. AEW was a few thousand below it. So I guess NXT won this year.
NXT beat him this week.
Yeah. Oops,
Well, it happens.
yeah.
It could be too because it's close to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That could be a big reason. They're trying to find out what's going on NXT to see who's coming to the Royal Rumble. So, but
So I did watch AEW this past week. They had they did the episode on Jericho's cruise line. He does,
oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me about that.
He does a cruise line every year. And so they had the ring on the very top of the top deck. And it was like so windy, man. Like I think JR lost his hat.
Oh yeah.
That's how
it flew off the boat.
That's how windy it was. So.
That's awesome.
So and also they're talking about AEW kind of tying in with New Japan to do tie-overs to have Japanese wrestlers come over and AEW guys go over there.
Are they gonna like unify some kind of belt?
They usually don't. They usually like just carry the belt over there.
That's
like,
yeah.
Because like Jericho had a match against what was his name? I can't think of his name. One of the top bad guys there, and he carried his AEW belt with him over there. So which I thought was kind of cool. But but it was a good show. They're pushing John Moxley against Jericho for the next pay-per-view. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page beat SCU, your homies.
Oh yeah,
and they became like the tag. But they're doing this storyline. It's kind of weird that they're Adam Page is like he's not on the same page with, no pun intended, with Kenny Omega. So like the elite is like the Young Bucks, Cody, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega. That's the elite group. That's the inner circle.
Yeah.
With them, and so every time they get together in the ring, he leaves or he like throws his hands up or grabs a beer from some fan and starts drinking it or something. I don't know, it's kind of funny, but anywho, I wanted to touch base on Impact Wrestling really quick. I know I talked to you off show about Tessa Blanchard.
yeah. But she's the first female to.
She's the first female to win the men's world championships.
Yeah.
And right before she won it, she tweeted something about, because I think she had the idea she was going to win it. Mm-hmm. And so she tweeted something about, hey, if all women stand behind each other, good things happen. And as soon as she tweeted that, every female that was in Impact that's no longer wrestling with Impact, a contract with Impact, they bombarded her or responded to all her tweets that she was a racist, that she was a bully, and that she spat in people's faces, like physically spat in people's faces. Like I think Allison Kay, I can't think of these other girls. They were like really low level girls. Gail Kim is still with Impact, and so to this
she's been there a long time.
Yeah, she has. So she's got Tessa's back. So I just kind of because she's a right. In my mind, I think she's the best wrestler in the world, woman wrestler. So and then she's wrestling guys right now.
Yeah, well, she's been doing that for a while.
Yeah, and so she's talented. Mm-hmm. And she's good, and she's good on the mic, and she's got skills, man. She can, physically she can go up against anybody.
Yeah.
Is she stronger than anybody? No.
No.
But in the ring wise, she can work. She can work the ring pretty good.
I've watched a couple of her matches, and again, when I'm looking at a wrestler and trying to figure out if I like this wrestler, if I don't like this wrestler, if I'm going to watch this wrestler again, one is their presence in the ring.
Right.
She definitely brings presence to the ring. Tessa Blanchard's in the ring when she's in the ring, no matter how many people are in there. Two, how they work on the mic. And she is good on the mic. She's good in her promos. She's good in her skits. And then probably the biggest thing is how well they interact with their opponent.
Yeah.
And she carries the match no matter who she's in there with.
Yep.
She carries it. And that says a lot about any wrestler, whether it be female, male, female, whatever.
That's why I say she's one of the best in the
because every match that I've seen her in, she has carried the match. She has been the one that turns the match. She's been the one that the flow of the match goes through. Every one of them. And
what I thought it was kind of odd is that every woman that's no longer on Impact's contract,
but woman no longer on.
Yeah, so it kind of bugged me that they maybe they're upset they weren't given this opportunity.
Exactly.
That she was. So I mean I don't know Tessa, and we don't know. This is just conjecture. She's a second generation wrestler. So I mean. She's good. She's good at what she does, and there's a reason why she's a champion. Right now. So, for all the and I don't know.
There's always gonna be people that are mad at your success, always, and there's always gonna be people that try to dump you for your success or try to dump on you for your success.
Ash, you got an opinion about that? Nope. Nothing.
Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to share stuff.
So yeah,
we're just talking about Tessa Blanchard. She's the men's world champion, and all the other women that used to be in that wrestling group promotion, they're just talking bad about it.
I got the general idea, but I don't really have an opinion because I don't know. I can see either side. It'd suck if that's true because people like that are horrible and they don't need rewarded. But I can see where it could be just bullshit.
I would. This is the reason why I'm going to probably side with her because Gail Kim, she used to be WWE star, and then she went over to Impact, and now she's on Impact's Hall of Fame, and she's probably one of the greatest around people. Like she gives to charity, she does speaking engagements, she goes to hospitals, she does a lot of stuff, and she's a good person, and so she backs Tessa Blanchard.
Say that again. I was reading a comment.
Gail Kim.
Oh, Gail Kim, yeah.
And she backs Tessa Blanchard. So Gail Kim, in my book, is a good person.
Yeah.
I don't know her, but I've seen all the stuff that she's done. She's done charity work. She does stuff. She reaches out to the community. So if she's gonna back Tessa Blanchard, then I'm okay with that. So I mean, Tessa Blanchard I've always liked her, even when she was in NXT.
Yeah.
So she was kind of skinny then, but.
Blair is commenting that you're blurry. Yeah,
I know.
know.
This is a common theme.
Yeah.
I've always been blurry.
Robert.
This is just how he looks. Okay?
Robert is blurry. We've tried to fix it. We tried to fix it before we came on mic, and it's for some reason.
I think it's because he's just almost out of frame and just the way the lens.
No,
have a lens, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been single this long, so it's
just stop it.
We might
Stop it. But
some
we'll
better lighting and
something.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that,
So we've tried to fix it. We've tried to do some adjusting of the camera, even different lenses, and for some reason that area over there where Bob sits is she said hiding.
That's also where we see people walking through the wall.
Oh, she called you a chicken.
It's okay. I like pollito.
Pollo.
I did wanted to tell you this, and I was going to surprise you with this. I'm not sure if it was this week or next week, but D'Lo Brown. Do you remember D'Lo Brown?
Yeah, I remember D'Lo Brown.
He's got a surprise. He's got a match with Mr. Anderson on Impact as a reunion show.
Oh, sweet.
So
You know how much I love Mr. Anderson.
yeah, you like Mr. Anderson like I like Edge. So.
Mr.
I don't know if he still does that.
Anderson. I don't care if he does or not. I love it. He was always my favorite.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I do remember that.
And that's on what promotion are they on?
He's on NWA.
NWA, yeah. Thank you.
Not the one you're thinking about, Ash, but
Black people with attitudes.
Yeah. Not that NWA.
I mean, you were talking,
yeah.
ODB and
Yeah.
NWA.
Yeah.
ODB.
ODB.
I like her.
Yeah.
I've always liked her.
She's just that grungy,
She's
hardcore.
She's not a skinny woman.
She's a big gal.
She looks good though.
She's a big gal. But she's just that grungy, that backwoods, just beat you up. What are you doing? I didn't even notice you did that to the camera. You
I
put
did. I
the.
was like, product placement.
I didn't even know you did that.
I think Alyssa Perez was on a while ago.
Oh, we'll come back.
So
Come back, Alyssa.
She's not a wrestling fan.
my cousin Joe was on.
It says we got 7 on right now.
George Sherwood. Oh my God! It's hey George.
What's up, George?
George is he used to work with me over in Dish Network in Tulsa.
You know, Earl was saying he was excited to be on, but I don't see him.
Maybe he just logged in already and he's just hadn't asked any questions.
Come on, Earl.
Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Barrel.
So we're in like 26 seconds in.
Yeah, 26 seconds. Hey, let's
What happened to? Oh, we're gonna do like 5-10 minutes.
let's get to the. That's exactly why we did it first, because we knew if we did that, and we wouldn't have gotten it in. I know us. We would have just rolled with the Bigfoot, and so let's.
We're gonna start with the good stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the goody goods.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
So you guys ready to switch subjects?
Let's do
I
it.
mean, I guess if you guys
Okay.
want it.
All right, we're going Bigfoot now.
Bigfoot.
So we're gonna talk Bigfoot, but it's really like Bigfoot and paranormal together.
Yeah, it's kind of together.
It's kind of meshed together.
Meshy together.
Those
So-
things tend to be.
So we normally don't like name a show before. We usually do the show. And
Yeah, and then come up with a name.
We kind of get inspired and talk about it. But I think this one should be called Hallsville 2.0.
Hallsville 2.0. Yeah,
So
because that's exactly what it was. Well, it was one.
It was like 1.5, 1.5. because
Yeah.
Well, it was like one for me because I've
yeah.
never been there. So
yeah.
It feels like it's still the beginning. Like, I don't know. It sounds cheesy as shit, I know. But, I mean...
Synchronicity?
It feels... No, not exactly. It just feels like we should have gone back a lot earlier because there's a lot of things left that place can tell us.
Yeah.
That,
well, as we'll get into further in the show, yeah, there's stuff out there. There's definitely stuff out there. Even after 15 years, y'all were out there 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So I only wish that they could hear it live. Oh man, I wish they could hear it live.
Yeah.
But y'all have to go back and listen to the show to get the audio because there's some good stuff on here.
I mean, we want them to listen to the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Not just watch us live, listen to the show.
Or, just click on and fast forward, whatever.
Yeah.
It still counts as a view, so...
Just download.
Just download
Download and click play. So
I mean, to be honest with you, it was a good night. To me, it was a good night.
yeah, it was a great night.
It's probably the most fun I had in a long time. So long time. Long time. But it was good. It was good to see Luke.
Yeah.
It was good to see
It was good to meet him.
Yeah. What what was your impression of him?
Just exactly what I pictured him to be. Honestly.
Did he look like you thought he was gonna look?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly how I thought he would look.
Yeah.
A big guy with a beard.
I
Just outdoorsman. Somebody that I would be like, even if I didn't know anything about him, I'd go in the woods with that guy. So yeah,
I think I don't know who was more excited, him and Cass, or us.
I don't know, because they would have to be pretty excited to be more excited than I was.
I mean, he was pretty happy, and when the next day when I got home, he called me like, "Hey Bob, what's up? Hey Bob, how's it going?"
Yeah, that big cup, Steven, that's from Luke Gross. That's our gift from Luke Gross.
Yeah. What's the name? But he was pretty happy. I was happy, and it just surprised me. I guess it doesn't surprise me. We talked so long before we actually started the show.
Yeah.
And I wish we would have just said, okay, let's.
I know. I wish we would just hit play and gone with it, because there was so much.
We talked almost like 2 hours.
Yeah, a good 2 hours.
I said, well, let's just get started. Let's just do the show. Come
Yeah.
on. Let's just do it.
Right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
But it was really good. I mean, just to talk. I mean, because to be honest with you, I don't think we touched on everything he wanted to talk about.
No, we wouldn't have had time.
Because he wanted to talk about Brown Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was one thing he really wanted to talk about, was Brown Springs.
Yeah.
unfortunately, some dumbass got a regular job that got to work on the weekends.
We got to get you another job.
I know.
So, but he wanted to talk about Brown Springs.
Steven said Luke Gross is the man.
You ain't lying.
And I tell you what, we had some really, really, really good potato soup right before we went outside where it was cold.
I'm telling you, that was so good. Oh, I mean, I thought it was in a restaurant.
Yeah, like a 5-star.
The bread was good too.
Man, that crunchy cheesy bread, whatever it was. Oh man,
Lord,
got to give me some more of that.
I know we give out Luke's address. People are gonna go in his house.
We won't be doing that.
We aren't of the address giving out.
Yeah,
No,
School, I guess you call it.
Yeah, we won't do that.
but it was definitely delicious, and it hit the spot because we were going outside. It was warm.
Yeah,
It coated our insides to be warm when we were going out to the field. So
yeah.
it was great.
So when we left this place, we drove out to Hallsville. And our return for 15 years.
No,
14.
Steven, we didn't drink any vodka.
No.
Did he ask that question?
Yeah, he said,
didn't
"Did y'all
look it
drink
up?
some vodka too?"
It wasn't quite vodka cold this time. Almost.
I was thinking, give me 2 shots.
He said Russian potato soup.
Russian potato soup.
I don't know. I mean, I know right before, we talked off show that, my stomach's been kind of jacked since December 28th.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually feeling really good that weekend. And when we went out to Hallsville and we got in, and it's particularly at that back part of Hallsville that was that Big Spring Cemetery. My stomach.
Springhill?
What is it?
Springhill, the one we investigated?
Yeah.
What's Springhill?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Springhill.
place we were at a week ago was forever. I don't know.
It was my stomach was jacked there.
Well, I can say this. There was only one area of the cemetery. There goes some more product placement.
Stop it.
There was only one area of the cemetery that I felt even remotely out of place or any kind of fear or scared or anything like that, and that was the I think we said it was like the southeast corner of the cemetery when you're going into it, and that was the only place that I felt like we weren't welcome.
Yeah.
And I know we mentioned that several times on the video.
And it was like that the first time we went there too.
It was like a lot colder than when we went out there last time, right?
Yeah, because it was. Oh yeah.
I think it was like
I can't remember.
whenever we went out this past weekend, it was like, I don't know, the 40s, right?
Yeah, 40s or 50s.
Because when we went out the first time, it was like in the 30s.
Yeah, no.
I think
it was cold.
it was like it was like low. I mean, low 50s. High 40s, somewhere around there. It did get colder, obviously, as as we stayed out there. I mean, we were out there for like 2 hours, but there were times where, I mean, I was shaking. Like, I was like so cold, my hands were shivering.
Yeah.
And I don't ever shiver in 40 or 50 degree weather. I don't normally do that.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, I was physically, my hands were physically shaking, shivering. I was cold.
I'm interested in getting your take on how you felt when you were out there. Because I think when we were there, you were probably I don't know, you seemed like you were not easy.
It's kind of hard to describe, honestly. I don't know if everybody knows what it feels like when electromagnetic field makes you kind of nauseous. It makes you feel like there's eyes on you. It gives you like that uneasy feeling, which, anything aside with EVP ratings like that would be like, that's normal. But the question is, why? Was that happening in the middle of the field, in the middle of the woods?
Yeah.
I mean, there's houses nearby and stuff, but it don't make any sense to me, And I don't know. It's just kind of hard to describe, honestly. To me, it's like it.
Did you see stuff in the corner of your eyes, or did you think you saw something when you were out there? Because
I don't think so, because I mean it was pretty dark anyway. But there was times, like right before we would get those readings and stuff,
right,
where I don't really know how, like, it was like a stillness is what it felt like, instead of like because for any time in those situations, you can't have like that busy nervousness, can't like, but it's just like a kind of almost like a deep breath in and out type of feeling, like just that, and then that was about whenever it would peg out, and then it would stop and it'd just be like normal.
I know there were several times that we mentioned that they wanted to interact through you or with you. It seemed like you were the one that was getting the most reaction out of them or something like that. And then there were times where you would say you were cold, and then there were times where you say you were warm.
Or someone's
like,
watching.
Or someone's watching
you.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like how it feels. It's like it would get like back normal, but it felt like almost like in a vacuum. Like if you're going into like a room that's completely sealed and you close the door, kind of like that feeling.
What have you had that feeling in like any other investigation, any other property, or any?
It's been a while, but I was talking to Michelle about it. It's like we had gone to that cemetery in Jefferson, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the big one with the two guys that got in the shootout and stuff. Yeah.
With
But
the pole and the chain.
With the poles and the chain.
It's at the same cemetery. We had permission after we had a paranormal conference there one year, and afterwards we had gotten permission to go there. A few of us after dark, and we went out, and there's a section in the cemetery that was specifically for people of the Jewish faith. And we go to walk in over here because there's these huge tombs. It's beautiful. And it just like, as soon as you got to the entrance area, it's just like, nope.
You couldn't go past. I mean, you could go past the point, but it didn't feel right.
Okay, I want you to compare that to the feeling that we had in that corner.
It was kind of the same.
Similar?
It's like I can go in here, I can push through, but I'm going to start feeling bad. Like you start getting that anxious, kind of nauseous, whatever.
Have you ever had that feeling in a building or in a property? Or like a house or warehouse or anything like that?
That's the way it always felt at my last job.
Yeah.
But that was probably more than likely. I mean, that was an old building, there's rumors, and it was spooky or whatever, but it had horrible, horrible wiring. Yeah, I would have loved to have gone through with the K2 or something and just been like, this is what's fucking wrong up here. Because, I worked a lot of nights up there, and I didn't like it too much. But, it's a dark building, and it's really leaky, and there's raccoons everywhere, and then you have...
Hey, Juan.
What's up, Juan?
Yeah.
You have a...
Hey, Blair.
Hey, Blair.
But I know. There's been several times where I've had that feeling. No, don't go past this. It's almost like you can almost feel the separation between this is the good side and that is the bad side, and that's exactly how I felt in the corner.
It's like you would start to kind of feel it there by that tree where we did the knock.
Yeah,
as you went farther in, it's like it just kind of like tapered down.
Yeah,
more concentrated into it.
And I can remember when we were headed to the corner, there was a certain spot
right
that it just kept spiking and spiking and spiking. But I remember when we got past that spot, which was just past that tree, it would die. But I remember the closer we got to that corner, it would start picking up. The activity would start picking up. The K2 would kind of start jumping. But do y'all remember any time we would ask it a specific question, when it was spiking, it would just boom.
Let's stop.
It would just stop.
Yeah.
Completely. Yeah. And I thought that
yeah, that was a bit odd.
Yeah. Because it was boom, 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 and we asked it, bam, it was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When I was out there, like I was telling you before, I think my stomach's been jacked for like almost a month, and it was hard for me to feel whether I was actually still sick.
Yeah.
Or if it was that. I'm pretty sure it was the place.
Yeah.
Because my stomach was turning constantly, just like, and it's like, good God.
Samesies. I'm that way all the time too, but then also it's like I haven't been lately, and yeah, it was.
Now, did you feel that the whole time we were out there?
Yeah, I mean, except I'll say this: when we made it to the very front entrance toward the end, that's when I felt better.
Yeah.
So you felt that the whole time we were out there?
We were in there, yeah. As soon as we passed that threshold, the one where the spikes were going off, and we hit it, and I was doing the tree knocks on that back tree. I felt it the whole time back there, but I couldn't tell if it was my stomach for being jacked for almost a month, or it was because of there. Because
it was kind of a different than normal throat feeling. It was like the bottom drop out.
So
kind of.
I was kind of going off you. I was kind of going off you. If you were feeling weird, then I said, okay, then it's probably going on here. So
so did you, Ash? Did you feel that the whole time we were out there?
It came like in waves. It came and went a lot, because we weren't just
certain areas, or kind of just walking around. Because we covered, pretty much the whole cemetery.
It mostly was like around that tree and on past it, but it seemed like if we would stop and get still for a little bit, it would kind of start again, just like a little bit.
I'm looking at the live. My mom's on. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
And James Wilmer. Hey, James.
Hey, James.
Hi, James.
So that's interesting that y'all felt it kind of the whole time we were out there in waves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I had no...
You were cold.
I was cold, but it wasn't like a scary feeling or an upset stomach feeling. I was very cold. That was the only reaction that I had.
No, you had a reaction.
Well, I'm talking about as far as the feeling wise. I had a reaction, yes. But I'm talking about feeling wise, as far as like a churning in my stomach or like an uneasy feeling. Because even when I was cold, I knew there was something, because you don't just get that cold for no reason when you've been standing in the same temperature for so long.
Yeah.
But the only time that I got an uneasy feeling that we were not welcome there, the only time is in that corner. And everywhere else, it didn't feel like, get out of here or leave. Don't come in here. It was just that corner. You say, I had a reaction. I had actually two of them, because one, you scared the crap out of me.
I was standing right next to you, like the whole time.
I understand that, but you touched me. And when you touched me, I flipped out. So, yeah.
I guess I won't touch you anymore.
Don't touch me anymore. Especially in the dark. So, but yes, I did have a reaction. And it was, I'm sure you're referring to the shh noise. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we did not catch that on DVR. DVR, the digital recorder, on audio. We did not catch it. I don't know for what reason. I don't know, but
it happens.
We were
the way it goes.
Yeah.
When we got home, I said, "I bet there's not a fucking thing on that thing right
Yeah.
there."
Yeah,
and there is way less than I expected, honestly. But I mean, it wasn't really the best circumstances because it was so windy.
It was windy.
It was very windy. There's a lot of not a lot of traffic, but there were several cars that one dually drove by 3 or 4 times
because we were out in the cemetery
Yeah.
yelling and making noises and doing weird shit. If I was living by there, I'd probably creep by the
exactly.
cemetery too.
I might have brought my shotgun.
I know he's driving by, let the bodies hit the floor.
Like, are y'all partying? What's going? Because y'all are whooping and standing out in the dark.
Well, he did drive by. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
He probably thought it was a backwoods redneck throwdown beer party.
He wanted to join. That's all it was. So
to be honest with you, I'm more scared of those guys than Bigfoot and paranormal stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
So,
I mean, I'm from backwoods redneck town, but I used to have nightmares about that. It's like a certain area, and like in Horatio,
I mean, because I'm from Oak Cliff, but
that's all different level, man.
give me a break, man.
So going back to
sorry.
Pow, pow, pow. So, going back to the incident, we were standing there. I can't remember if we were talking or if we were in a quiet time or anything, but just out of the blue, it sounded like somebody just said shh, shh, right over my.
Because you jumped.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you were playing hopscotch. That's how hard you jumped.
Yeah.
You just your shoulders.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Tanya, my favorite.
But I jumped.
Yeah.
I jumped and was like, oh crap. It sounded like it was right in my left ear. Somebody saying shh.
Yeah.
And what's up, Earl?
Earl the Pearl.
We were waiting for you. So, but that happened. And even in that moment, even when that happened, I still didn't have it freaked me out. Don't get me wrong, because it was just out of the blue, boom, in my ear. But even in that moment, I didn't have an uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
I was worked up, obviously, because this just happened right here and it freaked me out. But I didn't have that uneasy feeling. I didn't have this is dangerous or I need to get out of here feeling. I didn't have that.
It happens a lot whether you're doing paranormal or you're doing Bigfoot stuff. A lot of times you'll have an experience that you can't record or you can't see or you can't touch it or it's not tangible.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you have an experience and you just can't describe it or you can't put any evidence on it. It just happens that way.
Yeah.
So,
but there are times that you do catch stuff.
Hey, Howard. Howard's on.
What's up, Howard? You do catch things, and you do catch noises, and you do catch EVPs, which I'm happy to say that we did.
Yeah, we got some stuff, and I'll share it here. But it's like I thought we were going to get a lot more.
Yeah, I honestly, you say you thought we were going to get a lot more. Me going into it, I didn't think we were going to get anything. But I had never been there before. Right.
I was talking to Ash last night off show about this. A couple years back we were doing this is when I was with Penn, Texas, and I was with Kendall Wilkerson. We drove up to Mike Hall. Mike Hall was doing a paranormal Bigfoot conference in Atoka, and it was like a big state grounds. And within those state grounds, they had Civil War Cemetery. It was way bigger than the one we went to.
Yeah, the one we went to was really small.
And this one was huge. And they were doing a live concert that night. And Kendall and I got there late. And I go, I always thought that outside audio, it's junk, and unless, something's right on the mic screaming at it and you'll pick it up. So we went, and it was like they were starting a concert like in like 10 minutes, and so we kind of just ran out. We set up a couple of cameras on a couple of tombstones. I don't know why we did it, and we walked around with digital recorders. That night we got 11 EVPs.
Wow.
Seven of them were you could actually hear what they're saying, because like I was asking a question, are you here with us? And like one of the EVPs was I'm fucking dead.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Then
Just, yeah.
It's like, I'm here, but I'm dead.
Not just that, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
that's what
Like,
it's
emphasis on the point.
So,
Yeah.
and then like Kendall was walking down, and we were like in total darkness, and a June bug flew in her mouth. Sorry, Kendall. But a June bug, and she was choking. And I go, "Are you okay?" And I was like grabbing, touching her back, like hitting her back. And one of the EVPs said, "What the F is wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you?" And so it was just a crazy night.
Wow.
And so we left then. We didn't think we got anything. We left, went back to the hotel room. We went through all the audio, and we had 11 EVPs, and 7 of them we could tell. So the next day we did the conference, and we showed it to the crowd, and it was like, man, it was a good time. And so I was kind of surprised. So if we were to go do another cemetery thing, I say we should go to Atoka and go do that one. So that one.
Yeah, I would like to do it like a normal.
Yeah.
The live was fun, and it wasn't really a like in depth. It's just kind of a stop by, fly by, but good God,
Yeah.
what we got, and we, what I usually or what we tend to do is like set up everything, and find you a spot, and that's where you sit, and you're just quiet in the dark,
Yeah.
and just wait for whatever to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Blair's saying we should have a raffle.
Yeah, she says we should have a raffle if we get to 20 viewers.
To 20 viewers, what are we gonna raffle off?
I was gonna say
I
we
have
could
not many possessions.
we could raffle off a T-shirt with our new design on it.
If we get it.
Michelle was literally just messaging about that because she
Really?
took that logo and she's like, I'm digitizing it. I'm like, well, that's not like that doesn't technically belong to us, but
Yeah.
we're working on it, man. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we were to raffle it off, we'd have to give it away. We couldn't sell it or nothing.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm saying if we get to 20 viewers, we'll get a T-shirt. We'll get a design.
Yeah.
So if we get to 20 viewers, we'll put everybody's name in our Bigfoot mug here.
Yeah.
Because we got the Bigfoot mug, and if we get to 20 viewers, we'll put everybody's name that's a viewer. We'll put it in our Bigfoot mug, and we'll give away a Bigfoot T-shirt of our new design.
She's saying a Bigfoot T-shirt.
It'll be the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
It'll be the first one of our new design.
I say if we get 30, we should do an investigation.
with them.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
I'm down with that. 30. We'll do an investigation. We'll come do an investigation where you want.
We'll do a raffle and we'll get everybody.
So 20 gets a T-shirt. 30 gets an investigation
With us. Man, I want to be with us right now.
Do I win?
Do I get a shirt too?
So
Robert, you're wearing a shirt.
it'll be our new design. It'll be the first
Yeah.
one of our new design.
Yeah.
So share.
Hey, we're getting some love.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of love.
Yay. Love. Ew, is my phone dying?
Thanks.
Almost. Oops.
Yeah, so
Thanks, Blair.
share, put it out there, get on.
It just so happens that I might know a lady that makes
Shirts.
digital designs. I don't know, maybe.
How about shirts?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you?
Shout out to Kinsey Bells.
Yeah.
It's so
Push,
cute.
push.
Yeah, hardcore. Go buy some bows. I don't think she makes bows anymore, but that's how she got her start, was making pageant bows.
We're getting a whole lot
Yeah.
of love.
Yeah, a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love.
Ow.
So yeah, I think that's awesome. That's a great idea. Thank you, Blair, for the shout out and the idea, and Ash for the investigation. I think that would be awesome. So
Yeah.
I just want an excuse to go on a trip.
yeah,
I think if it's anybody should be our or social media. It should be Blair. She got some good ideas.
Yeah, you got some good ideas, and you're probably better at social media than we are.
Bashi Carter.
Bashi.
I'm fine.
That would be great.
So cute.
I was asked Sebastian. Sebastian, you okay? He goes, I'm fine. Fine. So we actually did catch some stuff.
Yeah, we did.
So
evidence.
I'm gonna play some of it, and then we can talk about it.
Hey, Shirley, my mother-in-law's on.
Hey, Shirley. Tell Brett I like pancakes. I don't know why I said that.
What? That had no context.
I like pancakes.
Well,
why?
I have this thing with Brit that I don't know why I started doing that. Why did I start doing that?
I don't know. It's just It was back when we worked at USBC.
Yeah, when we worked at USBC, I used to tell her that I like bread products. So every time I talked to her, it was like something different. Like, hey,
okay.
Hey,
I like pumpernickel or
hey, I like cornbread.
I like cornbread.
I don't know why I said that at all.
It's just like bread products.
Yeah.
So
I like sourdough.
Michelle said that we need to come investigate her bedroom just because she thinks that it's got bad EMF.
Yeah.
Well, get up to 30, and maybe your name will get pulled. And
Shit. She used to run shit on that. She don't want.
Bella
hey, I'm trying to get viewers here.
Yeah, Bella would be happy.
I'm trying to get viewers here. So,
where did they go? Are they coming back?
So we did catch some stuff.
Yeah,
we caught some pretty. I think, which is pretty good stuff. Like I said, going into this place, I'd never been there before. I didn't know what to expect other than what I was told by y'all. Mm-hmm. So I didn't. Of course, me going into any investigation, I don't think we're going to get anything. Yeah, I just don't. I don't like to get my hopes up, I guess. And then when we get something, I'm like, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
So
I was for some reason when I went out there, I was thinking Bigfoot all the way. I thought we were going to get a lot more Bigfoot stuff. That's what I thought.
The opposite happened last time.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, that's right. Because y'all were out there
doing paranormal.
They're doing paranormal, and Bigfoot showed up. So
next time I should
did they?
I should just think, okay, we're just doing
paranormal.
We're going to get paranormal stuff.
So and Bigfoot will come.
Yeah, because I don't know, Luke and Cassie, I think, had never been ghost hunting before.
Really?
Because, let's call it that, because it wasn't exactly a formal investigation again. We just ran out into the woods afterwards. Because
Earl said he's excited about the results.
Yeah.
Well, Earl, you have to listen to the podcast to actually hear it.
Yeah, to download the podcast. But we will dissect it here live on the show. But to actually hear the actual the EVPs that we got and the other stuff that we got, you'll have to download it.
So this was the very first EVP. I believe it was. I got notes on my desk. I didn't bring it over here, but it was like 8 minutes 32 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was pretty early in.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh shit, here we go. It's just either going to be all or nothing.
So this one was. Because I think we were talking about the K2 meter and how it was pegging. And so I think I was talking, you were talking, and I think we talked. It was probably saying the whole sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we caught the last part of it. And before I play it, do we want to play it before we talk about what we think it's saying?
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
so. Okay, so play it first.
Yeah, play it
first, and then we'll try to,
Yeah, we'll dissect it after that.
So here we go. First EVP.
We didn't have any happening meters last time we were out. They were, look, it's pegging again.
So that was the first one.
Yeah. So don't you have a shorter version of it?
I have a shorter version of this.
Play the shorter version of it.
Here we go. So this version is right after you said, "Hey, it's pegging again." Mm-hmm. So I'll play it again.
Yeah.
And it's barely there. So if it would have been one of us, it would have been louder. But it was really hard to hear originally.
Yeah, it was. What are your thoughts on what you think it was saying?
So my original thoughts, because we actually went over this at work, and I was sitting there, and you played it, and you didn't tell me what you thought it said. You said, listen to it and tell me what you think it says. And we were listening to it on the computer. And I'll tell you this, when I plugged my earphones into my phone, you can hear it way better.
Yeah.
Like way better. It's so much more clear. But when I originally listened to it, I only heard two different EVPs. And one of them was at the beginning and one of them was kind of towards the end. And what I heard, I'll tell you what I heard. There's like a noise, and then it says someone, and then I heard the sound. That's what I heard originally. And that's before I put my headphones in.
Yeah.
Okay. But when I put my headphones in and I listen to it really closely, you can hear a third voice, a third word. Mm-hmm. And it says someone standing, and then like a sound.
Yeah.
Now, I let Britt, I let Carly, I let Zoe, and I let Britt's aunts listen to it. All of them heard someone, except for Zoe. When Zoe put it up to her ears and she put the earbuds in, she listened to it, and the very first time she listened to it, she heard someone watching in the sound. That's what she heard. So that's my take for now. Ash, I'll hand it over to you.
It sounded like, to me, it sounded like it said there's someone standing over there or here or something like that, you know. I sent it to a couple of friends too, and it was my friend Sean said that he thought it said, "This looks so good," or the name Sadie, or somebody, and that, you know, somebody, and then something that was kind of inaudible. But yeah, it sounded to me every time there's someone standing.
To me, the absolute most clear out of it is someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear someone clear as day, and you can hear that.
Almost like, if you put it in context, like with what I heard, it's just like we bumped into somebody, and it's just like, there's someone standing here.
Yeah. Well, I know too that we had been mentioned about standing on people's graves.
Right.
We had been mentioned about standing on. Hey, we don't want to stand on anybody's graves. We don't want to stand on anybody's bodies or whatever. And for it to say standing, because to me, like Ash, to me, it's clearly someone standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I definitely could hear the word, someone on that. And when I first heard it, because I was using Audacity, and it's like jacked up 10 times to the 10th power. And so, because when I was listening to it, I came out and I told Ash, I said, "There's a third voice on this." I go, "It's not Chris," because Chris is right.
I'm right there,
right next to me, and he says something, and it's like right behind his voice.
It's right off of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Ash wasn't. She wasn't, but maybe 2 or 3 feet away from us.
Right.
So it wasn't like she was.
And that sounds like a man. I'm sorry.
It does.
I got a deep voice, but it ain't like that.
It does. It definitely sounds like a man, and it's a whisper.
Yeah.
It's a whisper. To me sounds like a female voice.
Yeah, it does.
The little or whatever. It sounds like a female voice.
We're up to 12.
Oh.
We got up to 14 at one point.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah. So Shirley said, of course, and then Shirley said, of course, Zoe would hear it differently, and then Britt said, "Right, Mom, that's Zoe." Zoe is her own person by far.
Yeah,
she's definitely just her.
Which you probably should have done is like have everybody listen to it and not say a word.
Yeah, I didn't. They didn't say what they heard until after everybody listened to it.
Okay.
So yeah, they didn't say what they heard until everybody listened to it. So, but everybody heard, for sure heard someone.
Yeah.
And that's as plain as it can be. But when I go back and hear it, I'm 100% positive it says someone standing, and then
That was kind of creepy.
Yeah,
a little bit. So.
But the cool thing about it is, and this is in any investigation or anything, you want to have a link between what the EVP is saying and what we're actually doing.
Right.
You want to have that, and to me, it is a link to what we were doing and what it's saying.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about standing on people's graves a lot of the times that we were out there.
So it was intelligent.
Yeah.
So
I believe so.
It was reacting to us.
Possibly.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll and we'll talk about the second EVP, but I wanted to talk about this really quick. Not really quick, but I've done a bunch of investigations, and I've been in a lot of hotels and homes and warehouses and stuff like that. This is probably the first time, the very, very first time I've actually been outdoors where there was no power lines right across from us.
We checked that when we first got there, and I think we even mentioned it in the video. There's no power lines.
Yeah, so that was the first place I've actually ever had 20 milligauss.
Yeah,
and like that, even in a building with electronics and stuff like that, you have to have those like right on it for it to do that.
That would be like a fuse box. Who says fuse box? Nobody says fuse box.
People say fuse box.
People say fuse box.
I mean, if you put it on like,
hey Lana, what's up? Lana is one of that's Rich's daughter.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, at BPA.
Hey, BPA, you're number one.
What's up?
Too sweet.
Too sweet.
So, if you put it like right on like electrical panel, it'll peg out.
Yeah.
I mean, like the next day or whatever, when I was here by myself, I was like, I just need to see. I'm just gonna walk around the house and see what would make them do that. And basically, the only thing that I could get to do it is to turn on that TV and stick it right against the screen.
Yeah, and that's if you have it right against it when it comes on. So, yeah, and the thing too is for it to consistently go to 20.
Yeah.
And there was sometimes where it pegged at 20 for a good 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And it stayed there just at 20 for a good 2 to 3 seconds.
I'd never had it like that in outside like that ever.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be any reason why it was doing it.
No. Yeah, I can't explain it other than equipment malfunction. I don't think that was the case, because
well, we tested it on the phones as well, because there was one point where we were like, oh, it's spiking, and then we were like, oh, you put it on your phone, because you put it on your jacket and your jacket was in your phone,
right?
So we had moments where we were like, oh man, it's spiking, but it was sitting right on your phone,
right?
And then when we took it away, it wasn't spiking.
Because I wonder about that whenever, because if you have it sitting next to one like a K2 or a Gossamer or whatever, when you get an alert or you're about to, it'll go off.
It'll
What would Michelle Barnes say about something like that?
What would Michelle Barnes say about something like that?
It was like something that you can't explain.
Yeah, it's anomalous, right?
Anomalous.
Every time it's anomalous.
Shout out, Barnes.
That's awesome.
So, man, because I've been a lot of places and I've never had it. I thought it was so weird. I said, man, this is strange, man. It's like almost like Hellier.
Well,
have you hit them up yet?
I actually did. The moment you told me that, I went to my Twitter page and I asked him. I said, hey, in your research and in your findings, did you find any Ogum in any caves or any kind of research? And he never responded. So,
well, right now he probably has a full ass inbox since that's on Prime right now. If I would guess, but that would be interesting. Maybe
Earl's asking a question.
Zoe said, "Hi, Dad. It's a Zoe. Hi, Zoe."
Zowiski.
But did you like inbox him or did you at him?
No, I think I at him though.
Okay.
Should I inbox him?
Either or, I don't know. Just try both because I don't know which way would be the best way to get a hold of him right now. Because, like I said, that's kind of
it's probably going to
a popular thing that is probably kind of hard to get in touch with him unless you have a direct email or line.
Earl was asking a question about did we get any responses when he asked questions? I don't think so. most of the stuff I caught was like when we were just talking.
Yeah, we were talking amongst each other because, like I said, every time we would deliberately ask it a question or we were direct with it, it would just the meter would go silent.
Yeah,
and Carly said, "Wait, I've been here the whole time." Hi, Carly. Love you too, baby. And Kylan, hey Kylan.
Hey, bud.
What's up, bud?
Ask. No, I was gonna ask.
What?
I was gonna ask Bud a question about.
Ask him. Do you think Alexa Bliss is pretty?
Yeah, Bud. Do you think Alexa Bliss is pretty?
Anyway, quit razzing your kids. It's on topic.
Yeah. So
he would go. Let's go.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything that we caught that directly related at that moment what we were saying at that moment.
Yeah.
So.
What was that?
Did you hear that?
Was that outside?
Yeah.
I think it was like a honk honk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
loud us neighbors.
so I don't think there was any direct correlation to what I think they were responding to what we were saying, but it wasn't like in that direct moment. Like we'd ask it a question and it would answer.
Yeah, I know. He asked us a couple questions about. He asked about what was it? John Cena? Was it?
John Cena would go to the corner. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, let John Cena go to the corner. The muscles can't save him.
So, this second EVP, I don't know if I call it the EVP. I don't know. We'll talk about it. But I was about to. You guys were asking me about doing a Bigfoot call.
Mm-hmm.
It was the very first Bigfoot call I did, and this is like right before the Bigfoot, like maybe like 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it happens and then the Bigfoot call.
Okay, so you guys ready? Here we go.
we probably should have included you're gonna get your balls burned out.
I hate to say this, but let's play it one more time.
Yeah, play it again.
So
Ash is not a fan of this one. So
this one was, and
oh, Blair says you have to let Blue Diamond come inside so everyone can hear her.
Oh, we can show her.
Hey, it said Ash just joined.
Oh, it did because I had to switch over. My phone's about to die, so I want to see the
Oh,
questions.
okay.
Okay. So it to me this is like a growl. Or,
It is. It's like a grunt or a growl. Play it again.
Okay.
Ash is gone. She can't hear it.
Maybe I don't know.
It's like a. Oh look, there's Blue Diamond. Ash went to get Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond made an appearance. Yay!
our mascot.
That is our official, unofficial, official mascot. So.
About once a day. We get love, and then she leaves and goes home.
So, but back to the. I don't know if it's an EVP or if it's oh, there she is. Look, little Blue Diamond.
Yeah.
So, it's like a
Yeah.
like that.
Like, ugh.
Like it's, yeah. I don't like
I don't know if it was like it was doing it because it was upset,
Yeah.
or kind of displeased that we're.
and it's like
he's about to do a Bigfoot call. He's about to do a Bigfoot call.
You don't want none of that shit over here.
yeah. But again, it is definitely not either one of us.
Right.
It's definitely something else that's coming in and making this like sound.
What are your thoughts, Ash?
I'm not sure.
Do you,
What was
do
that
you-
noise?
I'm gonna have to run for a second.
Did you think it was? Do you think it was one of us or?
I don't know. I can't necessarily rule that out, but it didn't really sound like it.
Yeah. I mean, because like I was calling stuff. If it was my stomach,
Yeah.
I was calling stuff the whole night.
Yeah.
So if it was me, I would say that's me,
Yeah.
and that was definitely not me. So I don't know. I thought it was pretty weird. So what'd you think about the call I did?
The call. Well. It was loud as shit. No, it's better than my feeble attempt at an alcohol.
I actually liked yours.
Oh yeah.
I should have downloaded that and played it. That's what I should have done.
Yeah. Well.
We can do it for another show.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know why I didn't do that, but
I don't know either.
But it was
garbage.
It was actually I thought it was good. It was way better than what I could have done. So, but I thought it was a pretty good call. I think the second one I did was it was longer, but I didn't download that one.
Right.
So,
It just would have been a lot more fun if we had the same results, you know.
Yeah. So,
'cause that's what we were hoping for, because
Yeah.
we didn't get shit last time. And
Yeah.
it would have been pretty awesome to get that on the live.
the first I didn't download this either, but whenever I did the first tree knocks, you could hear the branch just breaking.
Yeah.
Just going everywhere. It was like the first hit was good, but when I started using the baton, it actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it echoed pretty.
Yeah, it went pretty far.
That's the theory. It's like a satellite system.
Yeah, I was making a long.
Yes, Blair. We've talked about getting a huge logo on the back wall here.
Yeah, we
actually talked about that.
We actually have stands.
Yeah.
We just gotta print it out to do that. So,
Yeah.
what does this mean? What am I doing? What does that mean?
It's
You're miming
you're
it.
doing Vanna White.
Oh, okay. What's
So-
that even mean?
So yes,
but
we.
I also like to, back on the. It's just like because I want to decorate.
Yeah,
This is also my house. I was standing here, just standing like I'm like, I'm not. I know I'm weird, but I'm standing here. I'm imagining things. I was doing that last night. It's like I'm plotting what to do.
It's
to the
okay to
house.
plot.
But
Hey, Juan. Juan came back on.
What's up, Juan?
Well, I've known Juan since 1980.
And that's before I was born.
I
that was
know.
before I was born as well.
I was born 1981.
I called him Rogue. He's the original Rogue One.
Rogue One.
He's the original Rogue One. So
What's up, Rogue One?
okay. So I was going to ask you, what did you think about my call? My big.
I thought it was nice. I thought it was real.
There goes my phone.
You could tell that you came straight from the diaphragm.
Yeah.
You put a lot into it.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was loud. It definitely echoed.
When I was with the TBRC, they would always push me out front. to do
Yeah,
that all
because
the
it's a
time.
good call.
So I was like the token Bigfoot caller.
The token Bigfoot caller.
So they go, Bob, come here, Bob. Here, do it.
Yeah. So I think it was good enough that we got a response to it.
Yeah.
We got a something from a something.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we'll like play that
I
here
don't
a
know.
bit. So the third thing I caught, and I'm not sure what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I played it for you,
Mm-hmm.
I said I'll let you decide what you think it is. Mm-hmm. So I thought this one was very weird. I don't know what it is.
This one to me is the one that I'm most skeptic about.
Yeah,
I
I am
guess
too.
I guess you could say.
But I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I still don't know what's going on or what it is.
I mean, because to me, it sounds like maybe plastic, maybe some kind of material, not nature material.
Mm-hmm.
Not nature material, not natural material.
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't no nature bottles.
No nature bottles.
well, I meant like a stick or something,
Yeah.
or
Right.
leaves or
Mhm.
something.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what I meant by nature.
Nature.
Okay, so this is the third one. I'll play it a couple times, but Here we go.
Did you hear that? What was it? Over there.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Like something rustling?
I think I downloaded a lot there.
Yeah, you played quite a bit.
I couldn't
Okay.
remember what we were talking about specifically.
I'm
I mean, I
thinking I'm thinking that was at the point to where at least what I heard, it felt like a rock was being pushed over.
Yeah, kind of sounded like.
So that interrupted the rock or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, I'll,
Yeah.
I'll play it again.
Did you hear that? What was it?
It's like a
Yeah,
kind of like a, but it sounds like an object is being manipulated.
well, I was talking to Ash about this off show yesterday. My nephew that passed away, he was autistic, and he was the biggest teeth grinder in the world.
Ah, gotcha.
He would grind his teeth, and it was loud. And he would grind his back molars, just to do it. And like I used to tell him, I said, Victor, stop. And he would just do it, and that's what it sounded like to me. Someone grinding their teeth. If not, then I would have to guess maybe it sounded like plastic or something. Or
Yeah,
It could have been something that we were doing and we just don't realize it.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
it could be flashlight.
I mean, I had
Yeah.
that. I had that little lantern. It could have been. I mean,
Keys.
keys. I mean, it could have been anything. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying this is the one that I'm most skeptical about.
I am too, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'll use an example too. Back when I used to date, the guy I was dating when we met.
The guy you used to date when you were dating?
Yeah. He went out with us a couple of times. I always hated it because they just didn't like to listen. They just run off and get into shit. And we had permission to be like on these historic sites, and we only had specific areas. But he wanted, anyway. He always had to have gadgets, and so he would get all these like those weird flashlights. Back they had like the shake one,
Yeah.
and then the wind up one. And I think both of them got us on audio before because we're just like, what is this noise? It just keeps going tick 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 tick
Yeah.
tick 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 every couple minutes.
He's going to call it.
Yeah. Well, we didn't think to do it because
Yeah.
we can see that that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like another example, this is totally different, but one time we got, and I can't remember which lady it was on our team that says it's like, this is going to seem weird, but I think I got a ghost dog. It sounds like a tiny dog barking, and it was one of our friends that we went out with. Her husband was had like a little cough, but it wasn't something that you pay attention to. So it's just like, well, shit, what is that? Well, that sounds like Greg coughing. Like, do it. Like, yep, that's what that is. But you don't think about stuff
Yeah.
like that when
Yeah.
you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Little mundane things like that. You think, oh, I'll remember that later, and then you don't.
And that's why I think this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
I'm with you too.
but
I'm-
it's there. Don't know what it is.
I had to download it
Yeah.
and just talk about it because I don't know what it
Right.
was. So, is it something? Yeah. Do I know what it is? No.
Yeah.
Maybe when people listen to the podcast, they can
Yeah.
kind of point it out. Maybe shoot us
Please.
a tweet or go to Facebook and comment on it or something. So
Yeah. Please do, because again, I don't know what it is. It's there's definitely a sound there.
what is that sound? What is it?
Sound. I know there's definitely a sound.
They are round.
Sorry.
They abound when they are round.
Oh man.
Why is he round? Brit and the kids will get that one.
Yeah. So
Not round. Or no, she says, why is he brown? Not brown.
You can't ask people why they're
Round.
brown.
He's talking about this little pig.
Oh, okay.
It was my 4-year-old and my oldest were in the room, and Carly had this little pink pig, and Carly said he's round, and Lainey was like, why is he brown? And Carly goes, not brown, he's round.
in downtown.
So when I said sound like that, it reminded me of that little. I have a video of it. It's absolutely adorable.
Adorable.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, because it is.
Right on.
It's my babies. My babies are adorable.
So this last clip, I'm really excited about.
Yeah, this
is the one. It was like, I think this one came in.
It was towards the end.
Yeah.
We had already made our way back up to the front of
I think it was like an hour.
the cemetery.
It was an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
The other TV piece, I didn't tell you what time it was. I forgot. But
Yeah.
But this one, I recall it was an hour and 3 minutes in.
Man, so we stayed out there quite a bit longer.
We stayed out there an hour and
An hour
30
and a
minutes.
half, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So I just remember that we had made our way back up to the front of the cemetery. And again, this cemetery is not big by any means.
Right.
So when I say made our way back up, it was, I mean,
Like 50 yards.
yeah, maybe 50 yards. And we were at the front of it, and there was another tree because we weren't going back to the other tree to knock on it because it was close to the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another tree next to us. And yeah, I think he did a couple of tree knocks.
Yeah.
And
This was like maybe 20 minutes later.
yeah.
So this one to me, it's my idea that it was far away. This was like really far away, and it was probably walking away when it was doing
Yeah.
it. So because as it's calling back to us, or I don't know if it's calling back to us, it was just calling.
Yeah.
But it looked like it was getting faint and faint and faint. So I'll play it, and then we'll play it again, and then talk about it. So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, we go.
They want to talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. I
Look,
got
the
work in the
meter,
morning.
the meter's just going nuts. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Definitely heard that. Did you hear that?
I heard it. There's two.
There was two of them.
Two calls.
Mm-hmm.
Two very distinct.
That's what. I feel all one again. Here it goes
It's the
again.
third one.
There's another one. Four. Five.
That's not a dog. 6.
So that one to me was, it was like right after Ash was talking, or we were talking, and then it was like, ooh, and then the second one goes, ooh,
While in the middle of us talking.
Yeah. So I thought that was really weird that it did that, and so
And the first two were really close together.
Yeah.
And then the next four are kind of drawn like
Yeah.
a little bit apart.
yeah. So any thoughts on that? You guys want to talk about it?
Again, it's kind of one of those things that are hard to say because, I've heard things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it might not be spot on to something that like their atypical
Mm-hmm.
calls, but it does sound a lot like owls
Mm-hmm.
because, I spent a lot of time in river bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, where Mandy, my sister, was living just last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And the year before that, there was barred elves out there like a motherfucker. And sometimes it would seem like the males tend, or I assume it's the males, would do like the main typical barred
Right.
owl call.
Right.
And then the response would kind of sound like that. But, when I heard it, then it was not from as far away, so it was kind of quieter. But
Yeah.
again, these owls are just like right there next to each other too, so it wouldn't be like if they were trying to get a hold of something far, far away. Now, in context, how long from when I did my attempt at that barred owl call did that happen?
I want I think I did tree knocks right before that. I think it was like maybe
I don't remember.
I think it was like 15,
Yeah, I
20
don't
minutes.
either.
I think it was like 15, 20 minutes. Maybe.
So.
Maybe 10. I did download Bard House, so I can play that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think it was a Bard Owl. That's just me. So that's barred owl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a barred owl.
But, you know, like I said, it's like I've heard them, they would do that, and then you get this peep kind
Yeah.
of
I
higher
did.
pitched, longer call.
I didn't download this, and I should have. I don't know why I didn't. But the closest thing I could tell that sound like any like an owl that sounded close to it was it's called a tawny owl.
Yeah. Are they indigenous to the
No,
area?
they're only in Europe and Asia.
Okay.
And it sounded really similar to that one.
What other? I mean, obviously that, but there are other species of owls in that area, in this area too. And
There's
it's just,
tons.
you know, and I don't know them well enough because they're not
couldn't-
as vocal. I feel it's like the barred owls, you know.
I couldn't find any owls indigenous Texas other than the barred owl
Yeah,
at all.
I'm pretty sure. That
I mean,
there
I
are,
couldn't find
but-
any audio I could download
Right.
to do it. I'm not saying that they're not here. I'm just saying I couldn't find any
Okay.
audio, clear
Yeah,
audio to
I
hear
mean,
it.
it's interesting. I'm open to a possibility, but I can't say for sure.
Right. So I'll play it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say play it again.
So here we go.
They want to talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. I
Look,
got
the
work in the
meter,
morning.
the meter's just going nuts. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Definitely heard that.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. There's two.
There was two of them.
Two calls.
Mhm.
Two very distinct.
That's what. I feel all warm again. Here it goes
It's the
again.
third one.
There's another one.
Four.
Four.
Five.
Five.
That's not a dog. Six.
So,
What when I hear it, to me, and I said this whenever we were out there, to me it sounds like a woman that's like in distress.
yeah.
That's what it sounds like a woman like bailing out for like something's hurting or that's what it sounds like to me. It's like a cry or. And I said that when I was out there, and even when I hear it back now, that's what it sounds like to me.
I've heard that call tons of times,
Yeah.
and I've never recorded it. Never.
Well, there you go.
I know.
You got to record
I've
it.
heard it tons of times, and you know, I can think of one time when I was out where my friends, when they lived out near Kilgore, kind of in that area where that guy was talking about they were in the fish traps.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that general area off of, there's a loop out there now, and it had just been built. But I was hearing that, and it sounds, when it's far away like that, it's like I couldn't, because it's like I don't know what's over there, because, you know, the first thing that came to mind was, you know, train wheels will make like that high-pitched squeal.
Right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Or like highway noises and things like that, you know, metal on metal type of squeal. And it kind of sounds like that too. But I remember distinctly hearing that night, and I was like, because, you know, they're all like, oh, you know, I think that was when I was first really getting into everything, and they're like, come over here and let's see what we can do. And then we heard things like that, but it's like, I'm not sure what that is, and it sounded very, very similar to that.
Yeah.
We did hear a train a couple times.
Yeah.
However, what I have to say to that is these sounds were coming from
The opposite
they were coming from the west, and the train was on our east side.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will say that because we did hear a train several times.
Yeah,
There was a train.
That train that runs through, the train tracks are right there. It's like where it's Highway 80. It's on all down Highway 80
Yeah.
from all the
Yeah.
way through Longview and Hallsville and all the way up to Marshall. Because I ride the Amtrak all the time, and on down all the way to Texarkana. It just runs that whole stretch. So it's not that far. Like maybe what did you say? Like maybe not even
10 miles.
if that.
Right.
Because I mean, it was
that's the training we passed when we're coming in, right?
I mean, because we were in the woods, but we weren't that far from the highway.
Yeah, we were still pretty close to the highway. We were still pretty close to the. I'm not gonna say pretty close, but we were still close enough to the train tracks to we. And I heard it several times when we were out there.
Yeah,
you could hear it, but the sound came from the total opposite direction of where that train was coming. And my directions might be off because I'm always off on directions.
Right.
I just know it came from opposite sides.
Right.
You guys think it was a coyote?
Possible.
Possibly,
because they make some weird ass noises.
And
they do, but I mean, I'm not saying this is always going to be happening, or this is like solid. They rarely make solid, singular noise.
That's what I was gonna say. Coyotes make more of a different.
Yeah, it'll be like a call blast and then a response and then again. But
right. So I got some coyote stuff around. I'll play it real quick. So. I mean, I'm not.
But you hear that echo
Yeah.
at the end too. If it was far enough away,
Yeah, we could be catching the echo.
that could be like
Right.
just the one loud mouth, and there's a whole bunch that
Right.
we aren't hearing. I can't really tell you because I don't know. I looked a little on Google Maps, but I don't really know the layout. It's just trees.
I'm not going to discount it and say, oh, it's not a coyote. That's definitely not a coyote. But I'm not going to say coyotes do vocals by themselves, but most of the time they don't. But it can happen.
Right.
It's possible.
But it's to me, a coyote. The only part of that would seem like a coyote to me is that second one where it's that would be the only one that would even come close to a coyote to me.
It almost sounded like it was whining.
Yeah.
So,
but the other 5 that were caught, they were all almost exactly the same and almost the exact same time. Long was what I'm saying. They were the exact same sound in the exact same amount of time. Every one of them.
well, I got like a wolves one. I know it's probably not a wolf, but I just wanted to play it real quick.
You never know.
It almost sounds like that, like a whining.
That right there.
Yeah.
Sounds like the second part of that call.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds a lot like that second part.
This other one is a dog. It's a dog.
That dog sounds like a person pretending to be a dog.
This is the way.
Sorry.
So the wolf, when you played the wolf sound, that definitely sounded like the second one that we heard. But the other ones, again, and you have to take into distance, you have to take into echo, all that stuff. But it was the thing that I find that, and this is what I was sharing with Britt, the thing that I find that's really cool, I'm not going to say it's Bigfoot. It did not make me believe in Bigfoot. I still don't believe Bigfoot is out there. But the thing that I find the most interesting about these calls is we called out to something and something responded. Yeah. Now, whether it's directly responding to us or whatever, I just think it was cool. And it might not even be any related to what we were doing. I just thought it was cool that we called and something called back.
I would have been more convinced if it would have called as soon as I did my call.
Yeah.
It would have responded to my call instantaneously.
Or like it didn't.
But it didn't.
First time.
It waited a little bit, so.
Yeah, I think it was just something that just happened to be in the woods. It was just running its mouth.
So to me, I don't know. I definitely want to go back out there.
Yeah, I definitely want to do another investigation out there.
Ash and I were talking about doing it during the day.
To at least go out when it's still light to do a walkthrough to get a feeling of what it's like during the daytime. Because I've never been there all day.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, but
we could do it during the day and at night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of typical anytime we're in somewhere like that we do a walkthrough beforehand.
I think what we should do is probably do like a satellite image printed out.
Yeah.
And then map it with
that wouldn't be too hard.
To map it to see where the 20 metal gas is hitting or where a spike's at.
Yeah.
And kind of just label it. And so we could do that.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too hard.
And you know what? If we got 30 viewers, y'all could come with us. One of y'all could come with us. We're down to 5 now.
Down to 5.
So, but yeah, y'all could come out and do one of y'all could come out and do an investigation with us.
Yeah, if we don't hit that 20, I have that kind of idea. It's like I'm going to copy off of Morgan, Brandon's sister, when she was promoting her husband's page, to send out, I guess, X amount of requests to join our page, to follow it, to screenshot that, send it to us, and then
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. Yeah, screenshot.
So I'm not going to necessarily say send it to everybody, because I mean I'm one of those people that's like, don't send me shit. But
Or just
But
like
don't
screenshot
spam
it,
me, but
screenshot it, and then put it on the Bigfoot
But
Club.
yeah, anybody that you would think might want to join, to just send them a request to follow our page. You know.
And what are you saying? Like the one who does the most?
Well, we could just like, what do you think? Like, send like 10 or 20.
Yeah, if we get 20 people doing that, then we put them in the raffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
for
pull
the
them.
t-shirts.
We can do that next week.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you want to do the 30 and they get an investigation if they share it? If there's 30 shares or 30 of those, we still do the investigation?
Let's do 20 for the shirt.
The shirt?
And then 25 for the investigation.
25 for the investigation. So 20 for a shirt, 25 for the investigation.
So-
I still don't really understand what y'all are talking about, but obviously y'all do. So
Just sending out, like we've been doing, is sending out requests for
Right.
people to,
but just do it on the
or
Facebook
to
page.
send out suggestions, I guess is what the actual term is, to like the page. Yeah.
And then just take a screenshot that you did it
Yeah.
and post that screenshot on the Facebook page.
right.
Okay.
Or,
I'm down.
post it to your page and tag us or something.
Whoever posts the screenshot will be in the raffle.
We'll be in the raffle.
So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
I like it.
But-
I like it.
But in order for us to reward the raffle, it's got to be
20
for
for the t-shirt,
and
25 for the investigation.
So people will be in 2 raffles.
Yeah.
They'll be able to raffle for a shirt and then raffle for investigation.
So are we gonna throw the shirt name back in there and they could possibly
Yep.
win both?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the same people.
I'm down.
So someone could possibly win a shirt.
Yeah.
And do
And
this
investigation.
at the same time.
So
hustle. Oh,
Yeah.
5.
So
we got back to 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah.
But
we're at 1 minute 42 seconds.
yeah. I wanted to go back to the house and talk about that for just a second. And there was a part in there whenever I think it was at the very beginning, whenever I can't remember if it was after the first howl or before but Ash made a comment, "Yep, I'm warm again."
Yeah.
Do you, and I know it's been a week since we've been out there, but do you remember in that moment?
Well, it's like I was talking about earlier, when that kind of sensation where it's like almost there was no air, kind of like that vacuum feeling, and it would be like, because it was windy, and it would just get dead still, and it's just like kind of like a void feeling. I can't really describe it other than like I did earlier, like when you go into like a soundproof booth or something like that,
Yeah.
and you kind of get that weird kind of pressury feeling. I mean, I guess that it's just kind of hard to describe.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It would be if someone got bombarded with a bunch of EMF and they not know it.
yeah. I
So-
mean, that's more or less.
So
What it
I mean,
probably was.
people respond to it differently. They the ears pop, they get nauseated, their stomach hurts, they get a headache, they get dizzy. It's just different people respond differently to those.
But it was kind of like a stillness,
Right.
like I don't really know how else to describe it. It's like coming in from outside when it's windy, and then it's just like something's blocking it, and then it would start again, like just back to normal air.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, I want to say I was feeling that too, but like I was saying, I couldn't remember. I couldn't recall whether I mean, I can recall, but I just couldn't tell if I was feeling because it was there or because my stomach was still jacked.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was kind of leaning on you. I said, okay, you know, I was going off what you were feeling because like you were very verbal on what you felt was going on the whole time, which I loved about that.
Yeah.
And you go, I don't know. It's like a calm. Okay, now I don't feel so good. So I feel like someone's
Well,
watching
because
me,
I was
so-
trying to track
Yeah.
that feeling with the EMF readings
Yeah.
too.
Which I thought was cool. I thought it was cool, but I'm sure you probably didn't feel good at the time.
I mean,
so.
I didn't feel
Bad.
like it didn't feel bad. It was just kind of odd,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, if it would have been bad, I probably would have left. Like
Yeah.
towards the end, whenever we started getting in deeper, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like gauging. It's like, where's the car? Because something's about to fucking happen if we keep getting in here. And
Yeah.
I just want to know
Well, I
where
think
my
it-
exit is.
I think if we would have kept going deeper off into that corner and stayed in there, I think it's something could have happened.
Yeah.
I know on the way back, I tripped over a tombstone and got my shin was bleeding and it cut my shin.
Did it really?
Yeah, and it was bleeding, and
And
I'm
I
like,
think I literally just went, hey, y'all, look out because these are right here.
yeah, and I said, bam, and I tripped over it and fell.
You know, for some reason, when I walked in, when they had the flashlight, I had like a mental idea where the trail was. And it just stayed with me.
Yeah, not me.
I could see.
I just
don't
followed.
know.
I know. The Ash could see the whole time. I couldn't see anything in front of me.
Yeah.
Unless you were. I think there was one point where I was like, I can see your hair.
Yeah.
And it was standing out, but I couldn't see anything.
She's like a Terminator.
I know. She must eat a lot of
I just can see
carrots.
in the dark. Me and Michelle used to do that. I remember we did our little, we used to do the fundraiser ghost
Yeah.
walk for downtown Tyler. And sometimes we would have afterwards little investigations, whatever, for a certain fee to raise money for the restoration programs and stuff down there. And we would do that. We'd walk off in buildings because we'd walk through them or whatever. We don't think about it. And just people would be like, oh, you know. I was like, oh, yeah. Turn on a flashlight, maybe.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything.
It was almost like I want to say, can you even see? And then she says, I see everything. So,
but yeah, I couldn't see anything.
yeah.
Whenever we turned the flashlights off, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
If I turned around and looked behind us, or towards the front of the cemetery where it was open, there was no trees or anything, I could see out there. But if I turned around facing into the cemetery, I couldn't see anything. So
I can see like the light against dark, more or less, and that's just
Yeah.
what I was going for. It's like, okay, here's
That's
the tree,
why-
here's the headstone. That's about it.
and that's why I tripped over the headstone because I couldn't see anything. I'm getting out of the corner and I'm headed towards it, and bam! Here I trip over a tombstone, and you know, so when I left, I was like, "You stay in there. Don't come with us.
Yeah.
Don't come with us.
Yeah.
Y'all stay in there."
I heard you.
Yeah.
So.
Do y'all feel that anything came home with you?
I don't think so.
No.
I was pretty tired because normally I go to bed like, I get tired around 10. so we left there. I think it was like 9:30.
Yeah.
9:45.
Maybe.
We got the freeway. I think because we got turned around and we were in
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Longview.
went past it.
So
It's been a while since I've been to the View.
So
I
it-
figured it out. Maybe.
Yeah, we
You did.
eventually, and I think that's on camera too. Whenever we were lost, because we
Yeah.
were still rolling live
It
at that
didn't
point,
say I-20. It said, I guess there's some new add-on or something.
It's
little
okay.
loop,
and we all
whatever.
stopped to make
But
a potty
yeah.
break. That's
Yeah.
all on camera.
yeah, pot of us breakfast.
So, yeah, I don't feel like anything came home with me.
No.
We got about 12 minutes to go.
I was open it up to. We have 5 viewers on right now, and I think 3 of the 5 are us.
Yeah.
But
we can open it up for questions.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
open it up if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, anything like that, throw it out there.
I got a message from one of our duders.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
Do I need to explain what that is to?
Explain it to him.
To me, absolutely.
No, he knows who he is. He just don't know what.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the community, the Brandon Ferris community, that's what they call ourselves.
Yes,
That's
okay,
why,
okay, now, okay.
Because That's from a Bob Ross video where he just kept going, "Oh my duder,
my duders." Okay, I got you.
But I shared it in in our premium inner circle.
Yeah,
group.
yeah.
Our watch party, and one of our friends on there, Patty Glover, she sent me a story. And I told her that I'm not really sure exactly if I want to tell the details, but she sent me this story of from her daughter that she thinks that she had an encounter, and I told her that we'll probably do a segment on it.
Yeah, that would absolutely.
So anything like that. I mean, I've been
segment.
asking a lot of people, about the subject matter, what she thinks she might have seen, and then leading up into this story.
Yeah,
But I'm kind of hoping for things like that. People send us their experiences, their stories, or what they want us to talk about.
yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
I can pick and choose all the stuff that I like, but I also would like to.
Is she asking for help?
No, I don't think so.
She just wants to talk about it.
She sent me this story, and I haven't really looked at it. I told her I'll take a look at it. And
Yeah.
probably do a segment on it. And she said that's cool.
Yeah, let's read it off show.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah. I want to
Let's-
go over it.
we'll dissect
because
it.
I'm not really sure. If
Right.
how in depth they want sharing.
I know I wanted to maybe talk about maybe a little bit about our next guest or possible next guest. I would love to have Kendall Wilkerson on, the director of Penn, Texas, that my good friend. But I've reached out to her a couple times and I've been able to reach her. So, and so I know I talked to you guys about Tim Clay. Tim Clay is a guy that I researched with, and I've been in the woods with him tons of times, and he's a great dude. I trust him immensely. He's up there with Luke. And then this past Friday, I talked to Ken Marvel, and you were in the office when I was talking to him.
Yeah.
And he was like,
That was eventful.
Who was he going to town on?
Oh, maybe the guy that holds his carries or walks around with an autographed picture of himself.
Man,
I'm sure
I
his
wanna
name
do
has
that
been
so
mentioned.
fucking bad. I just like I was talking about. I don't remember if it was on mic or not, but it's just go to a store and start just handing out to random people.
And say, hey,
Don't say a word to
I
them.
know.
Just be like,
Oh,
hand
okay.
them,
Oh,
and then
okay.
walk away.
I thought you say, hey guys, how's it going? Hey
And
guys,
then maybe that's it.
Do you like tacos?
do you like meatless Mexican food?
I do.
But
Yeah.
so I talked to Ken Marvel, and Ken Marvel is the guy I've researched with as well. If any guys I researched with, I always researched with Ken and Tim all the time. I've done probably like half a dozen or a dozen research field stuff with him, and then I did a dozen more like independent stuff with him too. So these are two guys that I trust completely, and Tim's expressed interest in coming on the show, and then when I talked to Kenny on Friday, he expressed interest, and he's never expressed interest before because I think after a while, we hit a point where he just didn't want to talk about Bigfoot to anybody at all for
Yeah,
any
that's
reason.
understandable. I got to that point too.
Yeah, and so
About any of it because either I was tired of talking to people
yeah,
and pissing them off because I didn't want to go run over here and look this up because I was done. I wasn't into doing it anymore, or just it's something that to a point it gets to be kind of private because when you're first starting out, I feel like okay, I need my website, I need to post all my evidence, I need people to look at it, and then when it gets to a certain point, I think in most researchers where it's just it's not about turning out for anybody else, it's about for yourself.
yeah,
And it becomes like a private, personal thing. At least it kind of did for me for a while.
yeah. I think I was there too. I was like that too for a little bit. I wanted to prove its existence, and after I've been in the woods and I've heard it yell at me a couple times, I still want to see it, but I don't need to prove it anymore.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when it first happens, when you have your first experience or whatever, you first get into it, it's like you're just like, this thing happened to me, and I want everyone to see it, and I want them to understand that this is real, this happened to me, and it gets to a point where it's like either you accept that people aren't ever going to understand what that was to you, just like with any sort of anything like that, like a trauma or any sort of feeling or anything, you learn that it's about if it's important to you,
Right.
and how it affects you. You learn how to deal with it that way.
You know, it's funny that you say, because I know I've done some research with some guys that I whenever I was with TBRC, I recruited a bunch of people. And I had a couple guys that joined the group and say, oh, yeah, I had a sighting in Arkansas, or I had a sighting in Oklahoma. It was on it was doing this. And I go, okay, cool. Then, he's part of our group. And we would go out and do research in the field, and we would set up all night. And this guy's all jumpy. I said, did he really see a Bigfoot, or he's just, why are you jumpy, dude? You already seen it. You already know it exists. What's the deal? And he goes, it's just dark. Oh, the hat.
Ghosts.
The hat's going to fall off. So,
That's good.
See, we need a wider table.
But yeah, I would getting back to Kenny and Tim. If I can't get a hold of Kendall, I'd like one of those guys, or we could get one guy in studio and then call the other guy.
Yeah.
So, because like Kenny and Tim are they're like peanut butter and jelly. They're perfect together. So,
and use the bread.
And then I would be the bread. Because all three of us, we've done so much research, and we've been to so many areas, and we've been to south and east and north and Oklahoma.
West?
Yeah, and no, I want to go west.
It's not East Texas. It's not East Texas. It's not East Texas.
Okay, well, East Texas showed up.
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointed, I can tell you that.
Well, it was good. I think it could get better.
Yeah. And I think it will get better.
Yeah.
Because
I have a few spots. For
I think
or that. Yeah.
I think the more we get into this, and the more we start actually getting out there, it'll get better. That was the first time going live. But I to me, overall, I would rate it a success.
Yeah, I was pretty happy.
I'm honestly surprised that
that we caught anything, right?
Anything at all, or had any experience, because I expect to go out there and it's okay, well, this happened 10 years ago. I mean, I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I would love to catch that lightning in a bottle again and on.
We had
video.
to have Luke with us. That's
See. We should have.
He didn't want to go, so
that's the thing.
Not that he
we should have peer pressured.
He probably that was probably his only day off.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
So
I was hurting the next day, and I paid for it this week too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. But like I said, I didn't expect to get anything. I expected to go out there, walk around for a couple of hours, get back, hear us talking on there, and that's it. So for us to get anything, and even though we didn't catch it on the digital recorder, to get an experience that was so up close to me, that just it was incredible. It was awesome. When I go into those things, I want to be scared. Yeah. And I definitely got scared, and it wasn't just from you. Yeah, you scared me.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
But it was
scared me.
It scared me, and I want, when I say that, I say I want to get scared, not like I'm in danger scared. Right. I want to get a fright. I want to get a surprise.
Yeah.
There you go, surprised. Because the moment that we started going off in that corner, and I was like, no, that's not the kind of scared that I want going off in that corner. That's not what I want. So, you're doing a John Cena? I didn't even see that.
I know.
What the heck, man? John Cena would go in the corner. So, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with the audio that we got, with the action that we got when we were out there. So, I look forward to going back out with y'all again, and hopefully we get enough of these posts on there to take one of our fans out. I think that would be awesome.
I'd love to have a good excuse to go somewhere nice.
I think Alyssa Perez offered her GoPro.
Awesome! That would be fantastic.
So I'm not sure if it has night vision on it.
I was literally about to say that same thing.
So we could attach the GoPro to that, and I have a big IR light just like that one. So it would illuminate.
I did
more.
once upon a time. Michelle Barnes might have it though. She said she was digging out all.
But yeah, we could put a GoPro on our stand over there.
Yeah,
and
just set it up and just walk around and talk.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be.
I know this sounds kind of hokey, but this is what we used to do too back in the day. Get cheap security cameras.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they might not be the best video quality, but they all have IR illuminators too.
Yeah.
So,
well, we should research that.
Yeah.
Researching how much it costs and
how much would it
be it would be wireless, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, baby monitors and shit like that have that, you know.
Yeah.
It's more readily available.
Baby mama.
Baby monitors. Baby mamas don't have IR.
We're gonna take a bunch of baby mamas out.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
We took these baby mamas and they illuminated the darkness. This is a new kind of research, man. It's experimental, but
we only need baby mamas that can see in the dark.
Well, I ain't nobody's mom,
Because
so I'm excluded.
She says, "I ain't looking for a man. We looking for a ghost."
Literally, because I said, you know, it's like, these things are fucking with me. And I mean, not really. Like, I never felt threatened or anything. But I was like, it's just going to be like, hey, baby, come to the cemetery often. What's your name? Where you going?
I don't
know why they're coon ass, but
give me them digits.
That's funny. I know we wanted to. We said we were possibly going to talk about the Washington State Department of Transportation in the video that they got or the pictures that they got. Mm-hmm. Do we have time to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so
give the website.
Yeah, it is. It's actually on the. It's on time.com, but it's on the Washington State Department of Transportation Twitter page. They actually have it up. And
what would be the reason why they wanted to post that? I mean, it's
clickbait.
People to click on
Washington and Sasquatch is in Washington, and it's just like a fun little whatever thing.
I don't, they're local government, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean.
But they want people to visit their Twitter page. They want people to visit.
And you know, hip with the kids these days. You know, all them teenagers hanging out in the woods with Sasquatch.
I'm not used to local government, accepting it and saying
they don't though. It's just fun, to them. It's hokey.
But I mean, like Ash said, Sasquatch. That's where they call him. That's what they call him up there.
Because he's lazy.
No, because it's literally this Pacific Northwest. The one place you said it's okay.
Exactly. But so I pulled it up on their Twitter page, and they have 3 different photos of it's the same photo just in 3 different distances. The first one is far out, and as soon as I saw this, I thought of you saying, if you have to circle your evidence, it's not legit.
Right.
I don't know why they had to circle that. It's like this hominid black spot clearly right here.
Yeah. So it's a silhouette. It's a sideways view of it. It's the silhouette of it. And the first one is kind of far away, and you see like a black figure walking up against a tree, next to a tree. If you click over to the next one, it's a little bit closer. And you can see that this thing is in the same exact spot as it was before.
We need to post that on our
we will. I'll post it on there, or get one of y'all to do it because I don't know how to do it, but we'll get it posted on there. So the second one, and what I wanted to point out is in the first one, it's brighter, like it's lighter outside, and there's not a car going up the road. Mm-hmm. In the second one that they show, it's in the same exact spot. It's darker outside, and then there's a car going up the road. It's in the same exact spot. Okay? And then the third one is just a closer up of the second one. So I don't know if you could see him over here.
Yeah, but I saw it the other day.
But you see, look, here's the first one. Mm-hmm. You see how it's brighter outside. Yeah. You can see the shadows casting over here. And there's overcast. I get it. The clouds might have rolled in. But there's no car up here, right? Mm-hmm. You see no tail lights.
Right.
That's the spot it's in, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at the second photo they have. Same exact spot.
Yeah.
No shadows, no sun, and a car up here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hack.
That's to me is
They probably did it themselves.
yeah. So and Ash and I were talking off mic before we came on. You could see that the thing is wearing boots. If you look at the picture and you look at its feet,
It's Washington, man.
I'm just saying,
like George.
you could see the boots on it. Whenever, I mean,
It's cold up there.
okay, Sasquatch doesn't need
I
boots.
gotcha.
So
He's not lazy.
Maybe that's why this one isn't so mean. You got boots. On
Maybe-
it. Now
maybe.
you got boots and toilet paper.
his feet are protected. Another thing is, it's not very big, and yeah, you can make the case that it's a juvenile.
It's a little baby size.
or it's a baby.
Yeah.
You can make that
Judy.
case. You can make that case. So the size, okay, it might be a baby, but to me,
to me,
it's in the same exact spot, and it's bright as I don't know what. Go to the and we'll post them.
Right.
We'll figure out how to get on them. Watch them first. It's in the same spot, nice and shiny. You see all the shadows and everything. Second picture, there's a car, no shadows, no nothing. But it's in the same. It hasn't moved. And my point is if these pictures were taken sequentially, yeah, it would have moved at some point.
good word.
No.
That is a good word. So
You got lucky on that.
You-
Let
you-
me try to tell
you
you,
pulled
my
that
name
one out.
someday. And
So I don't know. I wanted to put that out there because I think this is a big hack.
Yeah.
I think it's like Ash said. I think it's just a ploy to clickbait. I think it's
I mean, it's just a fun little thing
Yeah.
or whatever that they do because, like, park services and stuff like that, they do things like that
Weak.
on occasions. I mean, sure, but it's just for fun.
I hate it.
I hate your face.
Thank ya.
so to me. It is an absolute hack. It's an absolute bogus.
It's a advertisement for a movie.
Yeah.
Watch,
Yeah.
what or something like that. You know, things like that pop up on occasion now.
Yeah.
You know, with where it's like, oh, this thing happened, whatever, and then it's a promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
You know?
summer in Washington State.
Find out what happens when Bigfoot wears shoes.
All right. Bigfoot in boots.
Bigfoot in boots.
All right. On that note, we need to call it a night.
Hey, everybody that joined in, thank you so very much. It was awesome to have y'all on, to actually get to interact with y'all while we were doing the show. Again, sorry you can't hear the video on here, but download and listen to it. But it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Our first experience with it, and again, we'll get better. We'll do things better. We're still learning, but I had a blast. I know my kids are excited that they got a shout out live on Facebook. So
Facebook.
love y'all.
Famous.
Love y'all again. I know Britt's back home doing homework with the kiddos, and you know I'm out here having fun on a podcast. So Britt's throwing up the big praise hands. Or not the praise hands, but the hands going, whatever those things are.
Raising the roof.
Yeah, raising the roof. There you go. So, thank y'all so much. Again, I'll shout out to y'all all day. Y'all are the reason why I do what I do. My reason for living. I love y'all. And thank y'all. Thank all the fans. But I love my babies and I love my wife.
Ash, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I mean, to everybody that you know, we have kind of like a core audience of like 5 people. But we're working on it, you know, and everybody that actually like supports us and, you know, shares our things and what have you. I mean, obviously it's getting out there. I'm not exactly sure. I wish that people would reach out to us more because obviously,
because
since, you know, our last episode is probably already at 100
Yeah.
it's just
listens.
awesome. That's because it's Luke. That's why.
I mean, yeah, I understand that too, but I mean, there's got to be. Y'all need to talk to us. I wish there was a way.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think eventually when we get this video thing figured out, we can upload to YouTube and stuff, and and hopefully have comments and.
I will say this, that we're officially on Pandora now.
Yeah, that's awesome. But
that's awesome.
Awesome. So
Yeah, if you guys are, let's drop the social media links and
Yeah.
whatnot. Hit us up, or you can, if you can figure out how to find us, message us individually.
Yeah. So
know?
I know my brother said early on in the show, one of his early comments when we were talking about how we were going to do the show. Let me go back up and I'll find it. He said something about, let me find it. It might not go back that far.
well, Blair's been consistently on.
Yeah, Blair has by far been the most consistent, and
Thanks, Blair.
My sister ain't here. What's up?
yeah,
man?
Yeah. What's up
You-
with that?
I'm revoking all my other shout outs. Where you at? I sent you a message. Now she's probably doing homework. I don't know. What is today? Sunday? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
So, but anyway, he said something about he watches this, he listens to us on Spotify, and he says just keep doing what you're doing because the shows are pretty good.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah. So
I haven't met you yet, Germany, but thanks.
yeah, he said just keep doing what we're doing,
Keep doing what we're doing.
and that's what I think. And Ash said we have our core right now, but our core will grow. We'll get there.
I need our core to be hardcore. And
We're
once more.
only, even though we've done so many episodes, we've only been doing this since October.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that one person alone is actually paying attention, I think
Yeah.
that's a great
I
thing.
know.
It's like if anybody will pay attention, then
I-
that's something you gotta start somewhere and we'll find our stride.
Hey, love you too, Blair.
I'll say this, like today, I mean, this past week, this guy that walked up to me at work, I didn't even know who he was. I think he was in IT. And he walked up to me, he goes, "Hey man, I've been listening to your show." I go, "Hey, thanks." I didn't know who he was. And I
Did
don't
you
know.
ask him who he was?
No.
Who are you?
I
Let
know.
us know.
Who the hell are you?
But keep listening.
Let us know. But message us.
But
We'll have you on.
But yeah, he walked up to me and says, "Hey man, I've been listening to your show, man. It's pretty good." I go, "Hey man, thanks." And like if someone was with me, they would have said, "Who's that?" I go, "I have no idea."
If I had a dime.
Yeah, I have no idea. But anyway, okay.
How did you find us?
Steven said I'm Steven. So
Yeah.
Dominguez.
Cardo Minguez.
he does it so casual. Dominguez.
You pretty baby?
Yeah.
Cardo Minguez.
He's not a pretty baby anymore.
No, he's Dominguez.
He's Cardo Minguez.
So anyway, thanks everybody,
Yeah.
the core people that's been downloading us, and we're well over 1,000 downloads.
Yeah.
But we would like
Holler for a
1,000
dollar.
more.
If we could get 1,000 an episode, then that would be amazing.
That'd be Captain Amazing.
That would be Captain Amazing. That'd be
Hey,
like,
if-
my ginger buddy, he'd be like, oh, I only had like
Mom.
2,000-3,000 views on that video. It didn't do great. I'm like,
Mom, you just got here and we're almost done. Hi, Mom.
Are your mom's on?
She just joined.
Hey, Mom.
So we're wrapping up right now.
Well, she can still go back and watch it.
Yeah, she can, well, listen. You can watch it and listen to
you
it.
can't
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah, it'll still be. We
just-
can leave it up.
It just won't be live.
Yeah,
So,
it'll be previously recorded.
so
Blair says I win since I bought Bob Stars tickets.
yeah, she did. She bought me Star tickets
I
for
want
my
Stars
birthday.
tickets, but it's not my birthday, so.
For my birthday.
Not right now, Derek. I'm enjoying the show.
That's from Balloon Shop.
Yeah.
Not right now, Derek. Just, hey, I look like a ball player.
Oh, Mom said she just got home.
Okay.
Well, we forgive you, Mom.
Yeah, Mom. We'll forgive you.
Thanks for joining in when you got home.
My mom was on earlier.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't. I
We
don't
have
know.
two
My
moms on.
My mom's probably already in bed.
She said she'll go back and watch.
Was she?
Yeah. She's probably already in bed.
Yeah, my mom's an early night timer. It's like sun goes down.
Yeah, Mom, you'll have to go
Mom,
back and watch because we played some EVPs and some stuff on here, and the only way you're going to be able to hear those is through the Spotify or the podcast. You won't be able to hear them on the Facebook video because we don't have a feed from the board to the phone. We'll have to figure that out so they can hear it live.
We
Yeah.
probably eventually should get some actual cameras, but yeah.
I've got a camera. Can we hook it up to that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would think like the audio out somehow would be able to do that. But,
Yeah, we could probably do the stand on it and then probably do the mic on it.
Yeah, we can figure.
Hey, we just like jumped to 9 all of a sudden. Like we were down to 4 and we're at 9 now.
Well.
All right. We're gonna close out the show.
Yeah.
So,
Now that everybody's joining.
yeah.
Sorry. You snooze, you lose.
Remember, paste on Facebook that you shared it.
Share. Send out those suggestions.
Yeah, suggestions.
Or,
And 2020, you go into the raffle for you'll be the first one to get the new logo on a t-shirt. And then, what did we say? 25. 25, and your name will go into a drawing to go on an investigation.
But please know, we're located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we cannot pay for your travel.
Yes.
Very good point.
We cannot pay for your travel. We do not have sponsors. We do this for free. We don't get paid for it. So you'll have to come with us. Now you can ride with us. You can
Figure out how to get to our house, then you can figure it out. No, you have to.
No, I'll drive. I don't care. I'll pack. I'm not scared. So
Blair says bye, Felicia.
yeah. Oh, Mom said shared.
Thanks, Mom.
You gotta get 13 other people to share it, and then you'll be in a drawing for a t-shirt.
I thought USBC sponsored this. No.
Steven said I thought USBC sponsored it.
He thought USBC sponsored this.
That's awesome.
This is like
You should ask them maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I should.
We should start.
We can get a plaque on the wall, man. Come on. There you go.
That's why they don't sponsor us. A better way to bowl.
Bowl.
All right.
Yeah.
We gotta close out the show.
Oh, we've been trying. We gotta what do you call it? Go off our fans, our audience. We have to play to the audience. They're still talking, so
well.
Hey,
let's do the Southern goodbye. Well, love
bowling
y'all.
balls and Bigfoot.
Well, love y'all. We'll see you later.
When are you doing this next?
we love you all, but we got to go.
Blair said, when are you doing this next? We're doing it next Sunday.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll be live again next Sunday.
Simone.
Catch a toe.
Okay. On
Molina's
that note,
Tacos could be a sponsor.
we're out.